What is going on, guys? My name is Stuart, I work for Smarter Mail, and today we're going to be stealing from the best. We're going to be breaking down some professional level email marketing emails. We're going to be breaking down some emails, and I'm going to teach you a thing or two about how to write a bloody good email. If you like this sort of stuff, if you're interested in small business, if you're interested in email marketing, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and please share it. It really helps the channel grow. I'm desperate to grow. I'm tiny. Let's get this party started. Let's start here with the Apple. The best and brightest in the biz. So right off the bat, we've got like a really beautiful, stunning photo of the product. Great product photography, of course. And then we've got a little bit of copy here. We've got magic like you've never heard. If I had one thing to criticize here is that maybe you could go a little, you could definitely do a little bit more copy here. And you know, especially because the AirPods Pro is marketed towards like professionals. You know, I don't know if a professional is going to be super enticed by the word magic. And then the call to action is really small. Like Apple does this with all their emails. To its credit, it does have, obviously, like it's contrasting with the rest of the black and white sort of imagery here. So it does stand out. But again, you know, just for accessibility's sake, like not everybody can read an email like a pro. Like some people are just going to skim right past that buy button. I know my mum would. And then they would see this email and they'd be like, oh, this looks sweet, but what do I do? Like, where do I click? You got to give it to them. Like this product photography is just amazing. Like you've got like Apple's ideal customer here, like, you know, dancing and listening to the music and like she doesn't care. And I guess, you know, the whole thing here is that it's got noise cancelling, adaptive noise cancelling. So you can just kind of see that the world's disappearing. All the sound is drained out and all that's in focus is the headphones. And that's just like, that's selling this product so much more than like any copy could. You know, the one thing you've got to keep in mind as well is that these are all images. And the thing with images is that if someone is using a browser to check their emails, sometimes images won't load because for whatever reason, maybe the email filter thinks it's spam, or maybe, you know, the person's trying to save data. So, you know, I wonder if you were to open this email and you couldn't see any of the images, what would you get from this? Basically nothing. You just get like a learn more little button here, a buy button here. So yeah, like that's why the copy is so important, is because it's if the customer opens your email and sees nothing else but the copy, is your email still going to work? And I don't think this email would work. However, so if you were Apple's ideal customer, I think this would sell you pretty hard. I'll get you real excited for the AirPods Pro. Next up, we've got, this email is for Getaway. Now, to be completely honest, I have no idea what Getaway is. But I saw this email and it sort of jumped out at me. So yeah, so this is good copy here. Nice, really nice imagery, but you know, not a really strong call to action here. In fact, there isn't really. Up here we've got the menu, which is always nice to see, and that always helps. But there's no like, I mean, what I would like to see here is like a click here to view our blogs, a blog selection or something like that. And I guess my other criticism here is that I don't know if this image is actually selling Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Or Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. This is a kind of like generic image, beautiful image, but I think this email probably would have sold me a bit harder if it was like sort of pitching maybe the Asian American and Pacific Islander community coming together or celebrating themselves somehow, as opposed to just this woman staring at a campfire. I think that would have sold this email a little bit more, but if we scroll down here, we do have some beautiful images. This email isn't for me personally, but I can definitely imagine someone just being like sucked into that article within seconds. All of this stuff is so on point. Like we've got like nice copy, gorgeous imagery. This blue read now button contrasts really nicely with this kind of murky green. I don't know what that color is. It's more of a, I guess it's a beige. it doesn't matter what color it is. It's really, but it comes out at you, which is really nice. And you've got these nice little images overlaying. And this is such a simple email as well. Like, it's a block here, and then we've got 2 blocks here, 2 blocks here, one more set of 2 here. And then down here at the very bottom, we've got our final call to action, which is really clear. Like, you can see that this is obviously stands out from the rest of these blogs because there's no of this murky beige color. It's blue contrasted with the darker blue. I guess what I'm trying to say is this newsletter is really nice because it's not selling anything too hard. It's kind of just giving you some information about some artists, and then again, just asking for some donations to support this charity, which I just think is really nicely handled. The only thing I would probably change here is that there's no clear call to action at the very first, at first glance, there's no call to action. Maybe there should be a support the charity here as well at the top. And then again, this image I'm not too hot on. I think it would have sold a bit better if there was something a bit more like relevant to the Stop AAPI Hate movement, but that's okay. Great email, a lot to learn from that one. Next up, A24. Now this is right up my alley because I'm a massive film nerd. This is a production company, and what they do is they sell off props in their movies to raise money for charity. So here they're selling the lantern in The Lighthouse, if you've seen that. So, things I like about this email. For a start, I love that this image is the only piece of color at first glance. Everything else is black and white. There's a lot of negative space, but then we've got this pop of color, which makes it really stand out. Like, that's the centerpiece of the auction. That's the centerpiece of this email. We've got a really clear call to action here. It's the one black bar in an otherwise white email. We've got all of these nice little segmented. Again, this is also really easy to do in SmarterMail or any email marketing app, is just segmenting these off into little blocks. And, okay, here's my only criticism of this otherwise like perfect email. There's a definite missed opportunity here to kind of pitch A24's values a little bit. Like, it's clear that A24 are doing a good thing and supporting this food bank, but maybe what I'd add here down at the bottom, to be honest, is like one last text block being like, A24 supports food bank for New York City because we believe this is one of the charities that blah 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 blah. Like, just sort of pitching food bank a little bit more and aligning themselves with this charity organization. There is something to be said about like not overselling themselves. They're not making it all about themselves. They're staying pretty on topic about the charity, but yeah, I do think it's missing maybe 1 or 2 lines just being like, A24 proudly supports da 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 da. I don't know. I think that's a missed opportunity and that would have really enhanced this email, but otherwise, like, a stunning email. Now, here we've got something completely different. We've got a Hulu. We don't have Hulu in Australia, so I assume it's good. I haven't seen Snowfall. I'm assuming that you would get this email if you had seen seasons 1, 2, 3 of Snowfall. I don't think you'd be sent this email if you'd never seen Snowfall in your life. Do I like this? If I like Snowfall, I would like this. So obviously, I haven't seen this show, but obviously it's about the war on drugs and the LAPD. Yeah, it's gritty, it's grimy, it's a gorgeous image. Watch now, perfect. I want to watch it now. Watch it. Where is it? Where can I watch it? And I guess, again, I'm a film guy, so this particularly appeals to me. But I like that I can see... But if I was a fan of the show anyway, I would like this. So I get to see a bunch of, how it was made. And then again, of course, we have the upsell. Catch up on all the drama. Access to full seasons of Snowfall. Watch anywhere. So this is trying to sell you Hulu, which is fine. That's what email should do. That's what email marketing is all about. Access full seasons of Snowfall. Okay. Yeah, I don't know exactly why they're selling me Snowfall again. I feel like this was a missed opportunity. It should have been something like, if you like Snowfall, you should check out this, you should check out that. Like, it's confusing to me why they would pitch it that all 3 seasons of Snowfall are on Hulu. This would only make sense if it's a new addition to Hulu. It's a strange choice. I guess this email really just is all about Snowfall. Either this email is marketed specifically because Snowfall has just been added to Hulu and all of the seasons have just been added, which isn't really supported in the copy anywhere here. It's just saying that the most recent final is out. Or it could just be that they've missed an opportunity to recommend other shows that are similar in theme that would have sold Hulu a bit better, I think. A simple bit of copy here would have gone a long way. I get that it's already a pretty wordy email, so maybe not. But it would have been nice to be like, all the best drama is on Hulu. Check out these other shows. I think that probably would have been a smarter email. Just because they just have it. There's a lot about Snowfall. They're selling me Snowfall. They're not selling me Hulu. And now I'm like thinking that maybe this email is made for people who are supposed to, maybe this email is selling me Snowfall and not Hulu at all. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, does this email sell me Snowfall? And if that's the context of this email, I'm not going to say it does. Like, it's got all this interesting information for sure, but it needs to be showing me photos of the show, not just behind the scenes. It needs to be selling me, like, it could be showing me like really gorgeous frames of the show. It should be showing me like characters in drama. It should be showing me like action shots or stuff like that. And I'm not getting any of that from this email. So I think this email is like a little bit confused. I think if it's marketed specifically at people who've already seen Snowfall, then that's kind of good. But then why are they showing me the first, second, and third season on Snowfall if I've already seen it? Why not upsell me something else? And those are my closing thoughts. And that's it. I hope you learned something from this. Again, like the video, subscribe to the video if you like it, and I will see you next time, guys. Peace. Peace in the Middle East. I don't know why I said that.